Hey everyone, this is Susan and you're watching Dank Network and in partnership with LeafBuyer.com. We're here to bring you the latest in cannabis news. With more and more people experimenting with cannabis for the first time, a question that a lot of people are asking is, can marijuana kill you? Spoiler, no it cannot. The U.S. federal government continues to insist that marijuana is an unsafe, unhealthy, and dangerous illegal drug with zero medical worth with a high propensity for abuse. This is still true despite the majority of states either considering or having already overturned its prohibition. The Food and Drug Administration lists marijuana as a Schedule I drug right along with heroin, cocaine, meth, LSD, and a host of other opiates, hallucinogens, and stimulants. The Huffington Post launched an effort to look at how many people have died from using marijuana. The results were no surprise. None. In the late 1980s, a judge with the Drug Enforcement Agency wanted to reclassify marijuana due to its insignificant risk of doing harm. He eventually concluded that a person would have to consume 20,000 to 40,000 times the THC contained in a typical joint in order to even begin to reach a dangerous level of toxicity. That amounts to approximately 1,500 pounds of weed in roughly 15 minutes. Those who oppose legal marijuana maintain their argument that simply because no one has ever died of pot smoke yet does not mean it won't happen. They continue that by saying that because of the ever-increasing levels of THC in today's pot, it is a cause for great concern. Marijuana is the most widely used illicit drug in the U.S., with 8 states and the District of Columbia having struck down the prohibition of pot for recreational use. Also, 29 states have approved the use of medical marijuana. The public is beginning to view the relatively low risks associated with smoking weed as far less troubling in the wake of the devastating impacts of lethal opioids that are killing hundreds of people each month. A study in Scientific American more than a decade ago discovered that both alcohol and heroin are 10 times and 5 times as deadly. Pot was determined to be the least of the toxic substances. However, it has been reported in the states that have legalized marijuana that emergency rooms are reporting a rise in a condition called cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome. The condition is not life-threatening and can be quickly treated by, hear this, putting the joint down. While heavy use of pot might not kill you, it has been linked to a number of symptoms ranging from anxiety, panic, agitation, dysphoria, and feeling uncomfortable buzz. Even though they may seem to last for an eternity, they usually subside over the course of a few hours. Well, folks, that's the news you can use. I'm Susan with Dank Network, sponsored by Dank's Wonder Emporium, a premium cannabis retailer in Olympia, Washington. With over 300 different strains, Dank's Wonder Emporium prides itself on having the largest selection and always the best prices on everything the cannabis industry has to offer. Open 8 a.m. until midnight, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And LeafBuyer.com, the #1 online resource for cannabis deals and specials. LeafBuyer.com aims to provide valuable information for the savvy cannabis consumer. As always, if you like this video or you like what I do on this channel, remember to hit that like button. If you're new here, then hit that subscribe button. As always, I'm Susan with Dank Network. Be sure to live higher.